This is a story of how I and my friends almost got caught by the police getting high in the forest. Without a further ado, let's get into it. It was a sunny Friday's evening. Me and my group of friends were out in the forest having a great time, listening to music, and feeling the good vibes. We decided to light up a joint and get stoned. My friend had brought a dub with himself. It was a plan at this point. As we continued to pass the joint around, the effects of the Mary J began to set in. The forest around us seemed to come alive with vibrant colors, and we felt a sense of peace and tranquility wash over us. The music we were listening to took on a new depth, and every beat seemed to resonate within our very souls. We laughed and joked as the night drifted on, lost in the moment and the euphoric feeling of being completely free. It was a night we would never forget, filled with unforgettable memories and a sense of camaraderie that can only come from sharing a beautiful experience with close friends. Little did we know that the police were nearby and saw us. We tried to run, but it felt like we're too stoned to even move our fingers. We thought it was a complete dead end. Slowly but gradually all of us started to jog away, but it was like we were running in slow motion. We could hear the sound of police sirens getting closer and closer. My heart was pounding so loudly that I thought it was going to jump out of my chest. Suddenly, we saw the flashing blue and red lights reflecting off the trees. I thought that we were caught red-handed and would go to jail. We looked at each other, and I could see the fear in my friend's eyes. We tried to run, but our bodies felt heavy and unresponsive to our commands. All that smoking was taking a toll on us, and we were now regretting every puff we had taken. We were like snails crawling on the ground, trying to escape from the danger that was heading our way. We had little to no time. While running, crawling away from the scene, my foot got stuck by some root. I tripped and fell over in a pit of mud. Thought that it was all over for me as I gestured my friends to continue running without me. But all of my friends were in this together, so they turned around and helped me get up from the ground and ordered me to run together. Suddenly I even started to feel pain in my right leg. I believe I twisted my ankle. But with the adrenaline rush I ignored the pain and continued to sprint further. The adrenaline rush of being chased by the police was unlike anything we had ever experienced before. With each stumble on the tree roots and every scratch from the tree branches, we couldn't help but burst out laughing. It was like we were in a comedy movie, with the hapless characters being pursued by the authorities. We knew it wasn't a laughing matter, but we couldn't help but find the whole situation absurd and comical. Our laughter mixed with screams, excitement and fear, creating a chaotic symphony that echoed through the forest as we dashed through the maze of trees. Though we were facing a serious situation, we were glad to have each other to make the experience as light-hearted as possible. Finally, we stumbled upon a clearing and saw a group of cows grazing in a nearby farm. We thought it would be a good idea to hide among them. We tried to act natural and started mooing like cows. As we slowly made our way towards the group, our hearts pounding in our chests, we tried to mimic every little movement of the cows. For a moment, we felt like part of the animal group, but suddenly one of the cows turned and stared us down. She saw us and recognized as intruders. We froze, not daring to move a muscle. Fortunately, after a few tense moments, the cow turned out to be one of us. She turned her attention back to grazing and we sighed in relief. From that moment we gave her a name, Bob, since she was considered one of our friends now. We spent the next hour hiding among the cows, watching the world go by from a completely new perspective. It was an adventure we would never forget. The police had been searching the area for hours in an effort to find us. They scoured every inch of the surrounding land, hoping to catch us. We were on the edge of our seats, hoping that they wouldn't discover us. Eventually, they seemed to give up the search and left. We were so relieved that we started joking about our narrow escape from the law. We laughed about how we could have possibly avoided getting caught by turning into cows. It was such a close call, but we were able to evade them. We made our way back home, still giggling about our adventure. As we settled in and enjoyed a cup of warm tea, we reflected on how lucky we were to have each other. This adventure was like no significant other. It was the core story of our friend group since that day. We finished the day by playing some Halo 2 together and still processing what just happened and thinking how wrong that could have went. The moral of the story is, don't be like me and my friends. Stay safe and don't be crazy or have a brilliant escape plan to not get caught doing stuff that I talked about in this story time. Hope you find this story entertaining or educational in some way. Anyways, best regards to my new friend Bob, I wish him the best of luck.